Central Dauphin Rams football fans, welcome once again to the Central Dauphin Rams football scouting report. To slate it, it is Wednesday, October 24th. We're sponsored by Linglestown, American Legion Post 272. Our coaches feature this week is with, I believe it's defensive coach, right? Defensive coach Paul Linn. Paul, thanks for taking the time for coming back for the interview.
Glad to do it.
Yeah, we talked briefly last year, so I wanted to try and follow up this year. This is the second year I've watched the Rams. It seems like this year, on the defensive side, we've stepped up a few notches this particular season.
Right. I think we've traditionally been kind of known for solid defense. Every year is a little different look. Sometimes we're a better pass rush team. Sometimes we're better in the secondary. I think this team overall, we are very stout against the run, and we are definitely good in the secondary. As far as pass rush and pressure on quarterbacks, I think that's an area we can improve. But overall, I think we're trending in the right direction.
Yep, and Coach Sean Rosser heads up the defense. Now, what's your role in terms of game day and in preparation, too?
I coach linebackers. I think this is my 11th year coaching linebackers here. So Coach Rosser actually coached me in high school, so he's the one that kind of brought me back. When I first started with the program, we were running 3-5 stack, and Coach Rosser and I worked for an entire offseason putting together our 4-4 scheme, cover 3. So basically, the system that we're running now is something that we've been running for 10 years. So very comfortable when it comes to game planning and stuff. Now we've got a lot of work in over the years. As far as game day goes, I obviously don't call the defense. I don't need that pressure. Okay. But I try my best to help with motivation and in-game adjustments.
Okay. And talking to Coach Mack last week, he said you play a big role in the weight room off season. I guess whatever you do in season too. Given what we're going to talk about just in a moment about your arm wrestling, you're obviously involved in training. So is that something you like working with the kids on?
Right, absolutely. That's what I went to school for. Okay. As far as my day job goes, it's not really exercise science and kinesiology is not something I do on my day-to-day basis outside of what I do here at Central Dauphin. So fitness and physical strength is really my passion. So I would not do it at any other level than the one that I'm working in now. So I'm very blessed to be able to work with high school kids. No real interest in any ages lower or higher. So it's a perfect scenario for me. I started with the strength program in 2009 is when they kind of turned it over to me, and we've been going strong ever since.
What do you expect the Central Dauphin East Panthers to throw our way? I think on paper we should win, but we still have to play the game.
Right, and they always give us their A game. So, paper, you can throw all that stuff out the window. Right. They have an extremely athletic quarterback, which has been a big problem for us over the past 2 years.
Didn't their quarterback switch over to Harrisburg?
Yeah, so
they have another one?
They recently transitioned a wide receiver over to quarterback, and he's a district level sprint, like 100-meter dash, like top level dude in the district, and he runs every bit as good as Kane Everson from Harrisburg did. So I think the biggest concerns right now is really just being able to tackle in space and match their athletes. They have athletes on both sides of the ball, and they're very, very solid up front as well. So I'm sure we're going to have our hands full, and we just basically just have to go out and match the speed and match the athleticism and keep our energy high from the first whistle to the last. So that's been something we've been really trying to work on, putting together 4 intense quarters of football. A lot of times we come out in the first half, we're on fire. The second half, we seem to be a little lulled. Yeah. So we've definitely been talking and focusing on that.
And are you talking to the kids about districts yet? Or is that just one game at a time?
No, so we're trying not to. I mean, obviously, we understand that this game, every game at this point really has playoff implications as far as seeding. Right. So really what we're trying to do is focus on treating this game as our first playoff game, getting our mindset used to colder weather and being able to play with a team that matches up pretty well with us and rise to the occasion. So from this point out, we're kind of looking at every game as a playoff game. Not who's next, but we have to win this one, and we'll see who we get next.
All right. Thanks for stopping by, Paul. Good luck on Friday night against Central Dauphin East.
Thank you, Bill. Appreciate you.
Yeah.